everybody, and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie Esther here, and Dead by Daylight has revealed the winners of the 2025 Design and Cosmetic Contest from the community submissions. It's time to reveal your 2025 Design and Cosmetic Contest winners. This year, the community got to vote on which badges, banners, survivor outfits, and killer outfits they wanted to see come to life within Dead by Daylight from our list of community contest finalists. See the result here and join us in celebrating not only the winners, but every single person who submitted a design this year. So they had 10 finalists in each category, of which we were able to choose our 4 favorites, and they're going to show us which 4 favorites in each category got the most votes. And I know many of you are probably like, bro, we don't even have the winners from the 2024 contest. But you got to remember that they decided to expand the winners from that. And I think what the plan is here is they're going to give us 1 item from each category in each rift going forward. So it looks like it's probably going to take a full calendar year to get the winning designs from this year's submissions, right? I think this is just something that they're going to do in every rift. They're going to incorporate some community winners. So probably by the time we have the 2026 contest announced, we won't have all the 2025 winners. Anyway, let's go ahead and see who were the top finalists. Okay, so we're going to go over here to the forums and we're going to read through the winners here. Many of you asked me what I voted for, because as you know, I didn't share my votes because I didn't want to influence you. I'll put that at the end, but no shade to anyone who won that I didn't vote for, etc., right? Just to satisfy your own curiosity, I'll share that information at the end. Here we go. Community Contest 2025 winners. Hey there, folks. Amidst all the detailed gameplay discussions, it's always great to see these forums get so jazzed about the art created by this incredible community. We want to thank you all for participating in yet another Dead by Daylight Design and Cosmetic Contest. And this year we received close to 6,000 submissions full of amazing badges, banners, killer and survivor cosmetics. Our team was really taken aback by this community's continued expression of passion and skill. And as a reminder, the winning designs will be added to the game over the span of several future releases. But don't worry, we'll be sharing a roadmap with you soon on when you can expect them. Well, that's good. I'm glad, because I think they're going to come out quarterly. We'll see. But I'm glad we're getting a roadmap, because we hadn't even had like monthly roadmaps the last 3 months. I don't know what's happened to that initiative. I hope that comes back. The concept themselves will go through some changes before taking their final form in game, and for that, we'll also be sharing with you within the next few weeks what those changes are to keep you and the artists informed. This is to make sure they fit the narrative tone, character model, and technical requirements, with the end goal being to keep the original design idea intact while making it possible to add to the game. Yeah, some of them might have to be changed, and it's good that they're informing us on this, because a lot of times, you know, the community will say, well, behavior butchered so-and-so winner's design, yada, yada, yada. So I'm glad that they're going to have some transparency on this, from taking a design into putting it in game and the requirements, right? So without further ado, it's time for you to see our winners, but more specifically your winners, as this year the community got to vote on which badges, banners, survivor outfits, and killer outfits they wanted to see come to the game from our community contest finalists. Please join us in celebrating our winners for the 2025 Dead by Daylight Design and Cosmetic Contest. Okay, so for killer cosmetics, we have the winners: Splinter Rose by Ath for the Knight, Periwinkle the Jester by Ka Chen for the Wraith, The Lingering Rancher by Trip for the Deathslinger, and Diner Girl by Maru for the Legion, specifically Susie. So there's Splinter Rose for the Knight outfit, and then we have Periwinkle the Jester for the Wraith. Now this might be something that you'll see that they mentioned that they have to change things for character models. This might be like too long for a headpiece. We'll have to see, like the physics on that turning and everything. They may have to shorten the headpiece up. That might be part of the things that they talk about, changes to make it work in game. We'll see. I could be wrong about that. This is the Lingering Rancher for the Deathslinger. I love the coat. I think that's a really nice touch here. He wandered the remains of his ranch, swearing revenge. And then here is Diner Girl Susie for the Legion. Susie always gets the love. Susie always gets the love. Legion, doesn't she? Survivor Cosmetics. We have Star Student by Lynn for Feng Min. The Slayer by Tina Beans for Kate Denson. Runway Ready by Blake Brewer for Jane Romero. And Weathered Trek by Teeth Jars for Tori Kane. There's Star Student, Feng Min. The Slayer for Kate Denson, giving those Buffy the Vampire Slayer vibes. Jane Romero, I will tell you, I did vote for this one. I thought this was the head and shoulders above the rest for me of the Survivor group. And Weathered Trek for Tori Kane, the Black Talon. Remember the Black Talon. For banners, we have Deadly Prize by Juno, Aching by Joybalance, Have You Seen My Dog by Hushy Pup, and Purgatory by Squidsicles. This is a claw machine of all the killers. It's kind of cool one there. Like that one. I did vote for it. Aching, Once You Get a Taste of Freedom, All You'll Want Is More. These are those modeler figures that you see artists use. They sell them in IKEA all the time. They're all over the store in IKEA. And there's Have You Seen My Dog? For the Unknown. And then Purgatory. This one looks like it would fit very well in the upcoming Night of the Living Cat collab, right? And then for badges, we have the Raccoon Feast by Glossopho, Failed Hunt, I'm Cooked by Strawbuoy, Artist Muse by Datwashi, and Moonstone Maurice by Drawn by Dragons. I think this category I had the most of my choices go through here. Definitely voted for that one. There you go. So, Raccoon Feast, Failed Hunt, I'm Cooked, Artist's Muse. I think that's called Artist Muse, right? Yes. And Moonstone Maurice. I'm a sucker for Maurice. Developer pick. Oh, the developer pick is saved for the cases where we come across a cosmetic that we all love and simply have to bring into the fog. And for this year's dev pick, we decided to choose this killer cosmetic by Mellifluous called Gilded Baroness for the Houndmaster. Oh, we never saw this one. This one wasn't one of the choices. There was a Houndmaster outfit in the Killers, but this is not it. So this was exempt from the contest. They pulled this one for themselves. Very nice. Wow, that's gorgeous. That one looks great. Please join us in congratulating not only the winners, but every single person who submitted a design this year. There's so much talent in our community, and it's an honor to be able to showcase it in this way. We can't wait for you to see these creations in the fog and the amazing wonders you prepare for next year, the Dead by Daylight team. All right. Yeah, so that was fun. This is always a great contest every year that they do. I hope it will encourage all of you to enter again next year. If you entered this year, or if you haven't entered, I hope it inspires you to enter next year. It's a great contest that they have every year, and it's always a lot of fun to go over and see all of the creative things that the community has come up with. Now, having said all of this, I will now go through and reveal my votes. Many of you asked me if I would, after the winners are announced, if I would show you what I voted for. I didn't show you what I voted for initially because I didn't want to influence you in any way, and I didn't want you to, pick the things that I picked. I wanted you to just go into it with your own eyes and from your own heart and pick what you wanted. So it doesn't mean that the things that I picked were better. It's just my personal taste. This is obviously a subjective contest, and it doesn't mean that anything that won is lesser than the things that I picked. It's just to share my choices with you, as many have asked me to. Congratulations to all the winners. They're all worthy. Anybody who enters and is chosen by the community is worthy, and I look forward to seeing everybody's cosmetics released through the next calendar year. Now, I'll show you what I picked. Okay, for the badges, I did indeed pick the raccoon here, Raccoon Feast. I definitely picked that one. I also picked Snug here on the, what do they call it? Failed Hunt, I'm Cooked. That one. And then I also picked the Tanuki. I have mad love for the Tanuki, so the Tanuki chomping on the blood points. I picked that one. That one didn't make it. So, and then finally I picked Maurice sipping a cup of coffee. I see Maurice, I vote for Maurice. I'm a simple man. So that was my 4. I got 3 out of my 4 picks for badges. For the banners here, I think I only got 1 out of the 4 here. I did vote for the Deadly Prize. I also voted for the Slug Race here. And then the other 2 I voted for, again, I see Maurice, I vote for Maurice. In His Eyes, I voted for that one. And then the last one I voted for was the Murderous Sky. So I only got 1 out of 4 of my choices from those banners here. For the Survivor outfits, I didn't vote for the Kate Denson. I was on the fence on this one. This was kind of like one of my maybes. But I thought, well, if we're going to get Buffy the Vampire Slayer stuff in, then maybe I don't want to vote for Kate, even though I'm a fan of Kate. So I didn't vote for that one. I voted for Punk Medic Orella Rose. And I voted for the Inner Artist for Jeff Johansson. I don't think he gets enough cosmetics, so I thought Jeff could use something as artist for his art supplies. And then I didn't vote for Inner Star. I voted for Gabriel Soma for reasons I said in my video, that I feel like he always gets futuristic outfits, so I wanted him to have something in his closet that was a little more modern to our times to choose from. So I voted for that Gabriel. And then what is the other one here? Oh, the Jane. This was a no-brainer. This was like number 1 for me. So I think only 1 of my choices went through. 1 for 4. But the Jane was like the best of them all. Hey, I'm making a video. The Jane was the best of them all, if you ask me. So this was a no-brainer. And that was the one that I did agree with the community on there for survivors. And then for the killer outfits, this was the hardest decision of them all. The field for the killer cosmetics, in my mind, was the strongest of everything here. I did vote for the Splinter Rose Knight, so that matched the community. And then the other one that I voted for alongside the community was the Deathslinger here with the coat. I thought those were really strong ones. And then the other 2 that I voted for that weren't chosen was the Baseball Trickster. I thought that one was a slam dunk, or a grand slam, whatever sports. I thought that one was a shoe-in to win. And then I also voted for Deadly Deputy. I see Maurice, I vote for Maurice. The hobby horse weapon with Maurice gave that one the edge for me, for the hillbilly here, but that one didn't make it. Those are my 4. So I got 2 out of 4 in this category. Okay, that's all I have to show you today. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate the time you spend here with me on my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel a ton. And don't forget to take care of each other in and out of the fog. And we'll see you next time. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.
It's a Gen Rush life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set a hiding, we do gens. Set a randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life.